welcome to my channel Electronics on Wheels. So as I have promised you earlier also that I'm going to create one course on CATIA where I will discuss the basics of CATIA, and then we will go to the routing of the electric wiring harness in CATIA. So first we will understand the basics of CATIA. So we will try to understand the working with CATIA V5 and the user interface, then understanding of menus, then part visualization we will see, then part design workflow, creating a sketch, the basic editing we will see, then followed by creating and editing sketch curves, and the most important part, that is part design, we will see. Then we will see how to measure and analysis those particular parts, and then we will see one building a project in that particular CATIA. Then in last we will see the drafting little bit, and then we will conclude on this. So after that, once we will finish all these topic, then we will start the routing in the CATIA. So let's see the basic of the CATIA first, and then we will go to the. So once we see the CATIA, so first question comes in our mind, what is the CATIA? So the CATIA stands for the computer aided three-dimensional interactive application. It was originally released back in 1977 by Dassault System, who still maintain and develop the software. So CATIA was initially developed for the use in designing for the Dassault Mirage fighter jet. Over the years, CATIA has developed into much more than CAD, computer aided design software package. It is now a software suite, like a package which incorporates the following capabilities like computer aided design, that is CAD, CAM, also computer aided manufacturing, and the CA, computer aided engineering. So computer aided design allows 2D and 3D designs, and computer aided manufacturing allows you to simulate the manufacturing process based of the design, and the computer aided engineering allows verification through the analysis of 3D model. So I hope you understood what is the CATIA and what are the capability of this particular software. Then let's move then how to access and create a part file in the CATIA. So there are several ways to launch the CATIA. Here I have a desktop icon which I can double click. Once the CATIA has launched, you will see an empty workspace like this. In the window, you will see the menu and several icons. Most of the icons are grayed out or deactivated. What we are looking for the first is to either start a new part or open the existing data. So we will start with the file new. The file new window appears, and as you can see there is a long list of type of files that can be created. Everything that we are going to be doing in the first portion of this course is going to be cat part dot. Now just to note to anyone that is starting out in a CATIA, this list of file type is going to change based of the available license, which we discuss here shortly within the CATIA licensing manager. Depending upon what license you have active, you will see smaller or greater list of available file type. So here we are going to select our part, this one, and then hit OK. Because this is the first time we have launched the CATIA, a new part window dialog appears. There are several options available to us within the new part window dialog. You can enter in a part name, you can enable a hybrid design. Now another note that there are several defined design standard each company or corporation uses. Based off your existing design standard, you may want to disable the hybrid design. You may want to enable a geometric set or an ordered geometrical set. or you may want to deactivate the window. Here I am going to disable the hybrid design. I will leave the part name as entered and select OK. Once I come into my CAD part, you will see the menu and all available icons within the part design workbench. So as you can see right now, there are many options are available now. You can see on the horizontal and the vertical side in the right. So now you have this workspace where you will see many settings. So we will start with this setting from the tool option in the menu bar. So there might be some options which will not be available for you, or for the some of the options will be available for the different users. So it all depends on the licensing of this particular software. So first we will go to the tools, then options, then we will see some of the settings. So first I will go to the journal, and in journal I will see some of the settings where I will try to touch few settings which you have to take care in the beginning of this CATIA. So first is drag and drop. So I would recommend this particular setting to disable. So as of now it is disable only. So what does it mean? Enable drag drop for cut copy paste use. So suppose if by default someone has drag and drop that particular command or particular action, then it would be create problem for you and you will not be able to understand that what is going on. So I would recommend that you just disable this particular function for especially for the new users. Now we will go to the display settings. We will move. So you can see the first setting is tree appearance. So here we have two type of there are four types of tree appearance. So they have the different style, but we will stick to the classical window style. So this is the classical window style. If you can see the left side of this, so this is the classical window style of tree type. If you see the constructive historic, so I'll just show you how it will look like. So it will look like this, and generally we are not using this one. So I will go back and will make it classical window style. Again I'll go to the options, then we have discuss about tree appearance, then tree manipulation. In tree manipulation we have the zoom on tree. So by default it is enabled. So what you have to do, you just disable this particular function. So uh, what does it mean? So when you have the new user and you just click on this, so you can see that it is changing that particular position. If you see here, so it is just changing that particular plane. But when you disable this function, then you will be in the same, this clicking on this tree will not affect anything, you can see here. So I would recommend to disable this option as well if you are beginner. In later part you can go in future to turn it on. That is not a problem. Then navigation. In navigation you have many selection criteria where you can play with these particular options. So as of now I will not go in detail. We will see in future how and where we are going to use. Then performance. In performance many times we have seen that one particular circle is looking like hexagonal or some, you know we have the issue in appearance of that particular object. Then this 3D accuracy will come into the picture. So suppose if you want to see a very accurate picture, then you can decrease this particular appearance by 0.01. If you have good video graphic card, then it would be a good idea. But if you do not have good video graphic card, then you can just go with the zero point 0.4 or zero point 0.1 as well. So this is the one setting which you can do. Then we have the layer filter. So many times you see this background is the default default color for this background, this CATIA. So you can just change any of the color for this background as well. So you can see here. So I just go back and I just want to keep it as default background. So this is how you can change all these things. Then I will go to the parameters. So in parameter and measures, you can see the scale, what scale we are using, standard and large scale. Then units, in units you can change what type of units you are want to work. So if you want to change to inches or centimeter, then you can change from here. Then knowledge environment, we do not have much on this. So we will just move to the infrastructure, where we will see the part infrastructure. So in part infrastructure, we will see the display. In display, there is a one important option which we have, that display in geometry area. If you want to increase the size of the planes, then you can go to the tools, then options, which we are seeing in infrastructure, part and infrastructure, then display, and you can increase the size of this. So if I go to 40, you can see this size has been increased. So this is how you can change the size of planes as well. Then you can see the other options as well, where you can change many other points. So we have the some other options like assembly, design, sketcher, and then 2D layout, drafting. So all these options we will see when we are moving forward, and we will deal with these options. Then in this part document we have, so here you have the hybrid design. So if you want to work on the hybrid design, then you can check in enable. If you don't want to work on the hybrid design, then you can disable this, as we have done earlier. So all these options, as we will move further, then we will discuss in the detail. So thank you for watching this video, and thank you for your time. Please like, subscribe and comment.